This week on Your City Now, the city has resources if you're facing eviction. CPD lays out its plans for 2021, and an update is given on the city's COVID-19 response. Those stories are just ahead on Your City Now. On Thursday, Denver gave an update on its COVID-19 response and its vaccination plan. Just over 3% of the city's population has been vaccinated thus far, and we are still in Phase 1 of the vaccination plan. As we move to Phases 2 and 3 in the coming months, there will be dozens of locations in the healthcare system to help distribute the majority of the vaccine. Denver will then look to fill in the gaps with community-based sites to help make sure it reaches our underserved and unsheltered communities. Denver joined with other cities across the country to ask President-elect Biden to allow local jurisdictions to have more flexibility over distribution so that it reaches those who need it quicker. Patience is urged from Denver residents, as it will take a while to get the vaccine to everyone. Additionally, Denver has been approved for the state's 5-star program, which will allow pre-certified businesses and restaurants to operate at a higher capacity. But this is only allowed after a week in the orange level, so we have some work to do, Denver. Cases have started to tick back up post-holidays, and everyone is encouraged to continue to wear a mask and physically distance to stop the spread and help us get into the lower levels on the state's dial. Community Planning and Development recently met with members of City Council's Budget and Policy Committee for a look back at 2020 and a look ahead to the new year. It was announced that the agency will be adding 2 positions this year, one being a community engagement specialist.
In coordination with you all, recognizing that community engagement needs to continue to grow and diversify in terms of how we're doing it and how we're reaching different populations. This position is really that response from that conversation with you all.
As well as a city urban designer.
I believe we need to continue to support a stronger conversation around design. I believe it needs to be in coordination with how we are talking about climate and how we are talking about equity.
Looking ahead, here are some highlights. Expect more extensive conversations with council on things like group living, expanded affordable housing options, a new zoning and design standard for the Golden Triangle, including more affordable housing, a visioning process for the Park Hill Golf Course area with everything on the table for discussion. Landmark Preservation will feature a storytelling project with I Am Denver about the history of Denver's Latino residents. A new building code adoption process begins in 2021, and the implementation of Denver's new Green Code that's voluntary now, but will become part of the city's base building code. Visit the CPD website for more information. The economic impact on homeowners caused by the pandemic has left our community's financial future with questions. Denver's clerk and recorder Paul Lopez hosted the first in a series of virtual town halls dedicated to providing some answers.
Our role in the clerk and recorder's office with the public trustee is to oversee and provide public oversight of the foreclosure process. So we can explain the foreclosure process, provide a listing of outside information and resources, and even provide information on how to cure if somebody's in default.
The Office of the Clerk and Recorder also serves as the county public trustee and works to help the public understand the foreclosure process.
So we can clarify statutes and we can provide timelines and we can give personalized information to homeowners going through the foreclosure process.
When it comes to evictions, the Office of Financial Empowerment is another resource dedicated to helping everyone understand their rights.
Let me tell everybody that nobody can evict you, the exception of the sheriff's department. So that if you're ever threatened by your landlord that they're going to change the locks on you or they're going to evict you, they cannot do it. It is illegal. And if you're in a situation like that, the first thing you need to do is call the sheriff's office. We want to get to residents long before they get that writ on their door. We don't even want them to enter the eviction process.
For detailed information and a list of contact resources, please visit denvergov.org and search Evictions and Foreclosure Assistance. You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.